Job and Zagou, and listen, Job and Zagou, both of them being qualified players for this, and Job's going to be very, very helpful throughout this conversation right now, opting and volunteering to go ahead and actually be a translator for this one. Thank you so much, Job.
Yep, no problem.
Zagou, thank you so much for joining us as well. And I guess to kind of tee things off very, very fast here, making it to the Global Championships, why don't you tell everybody how you actually qualified for this event?
どうやってだ、さっきと同じですもん。どうやって世界大会。
メジャー1で、FNCS の、今年の最初の FNCS で、1位を取ってクリファイしました。
So what Zagou answered is, so on the very first FNCS on 2024, I got first place on Major 1 and I qualified for Globals.
Okay, so you've been qualified for the entirety of the year, so you've been able to prepare a lot longer than maybe some of the rest of the players. Do you feel like that's an advantage for you?
メジャー1の最初に決まって、一番、世界大会に向けて練習できる時間があったと思うけど、どうなんだろう、自信とか練習とかそこら辺の今の感情というか。
そうですね、いろいろ、立ち回りとかは考えてきたけど、うまくいくか分かんないですけど、それは試合始まってからだと思います。
Okay, so he'd been preparing for like basically a whole year because he qualified on a major 1, but he thought about like a lot of plans and stuff, but you know, we don't. He said he doesn't even know if plan's gonna work well. I mean, he will just see it in the match.
And you made a huge name for yourself, honestly, by coming onto the international stage. You've been here before. Obviously, Global Championships, another opportunity for you to place very, very well. How do you kind of make through those motions, right? That experience that you've had at other events coming into this one, where would you be happy with placing, or where are you kind of aiming for?
世界大会今までいろんなの通ってきて、またもう一回自分の名前を売るチャンスだけど、前の世界大会から今回の世界大会に向けて、今どういう感情っていうか、なんかその今年、昨年に比べて今年の意気込みとか。
去年はエピックのせいで檻が破壊されたりしたけど、今年は大丈夫そうなので、1位目指して頑張ります。
Yeah, so on the last year Copenhagen Global Championship, sadly before the Global Championship, his where he landing got a bit destroyed, and it was kind of difficult for him. But for this year, I think he's landing Castle of Doom, and it seems the POI is quite chilling, and then he's aiming for first place.
Okay, there you go. So tell us a little bit about your POI, and what do you think the advantages are of landing there? Are you going to be contested, uncontested? What are your expectations coming into the competition?
初動被ってるか被ってないかと、その今の降り場所の評価とか、今の降り場所はどんな感じみたいな、立ち回りやすいとかぶち悪いとか、評価みたいな。まず最初に被ってるか被ってないか。
初動は被ってるけど、平和に、初動は平和に行きたいのと、あと何やっけ？
あと物資の量とか、その降り場所に対する。
降り場所については、いいとも言われんけど、悪いとも言えないぐらい。
So basically, he's contested, and his drops are on the bottom side of the Doom Castle, and I said his landing spot is like, it's not like really good as well, but at the same time, it's not like really bad as well. So that's how.
Obviously, you've had probably an incredible travel day, right? Kind of flying all the way across the world. Do you think that travel day, or maybe like a little bit of jet lag, affects your competition or how you're going to play on day of? Or do you think that getting here early enough, do you think that you got here early enough to kind of adjust to the time zone and adjust to how everything is over here?
なんかフライトとかめっちゃ長かったけど、その代わり他のみんなよりもちょっと早めに会場に着いたりとかもしてたけど、今の気持ちっていうか、パフォーマンスで、今の状態的にはどうみたいな、フライトも含めて、ちょっとフライトの感想もあった方がいいかも。
フライトに関しては、アメリカから日本なんで、去年とかよりも短くて楽で、みんなより先に練習できるのはいいことかなと思います。
So comparing to the last year global from Japan to Copenhagen to Japan and Texas, like a lot more shorter, and being able to practice like early on comparing to other region pros will be, able to like fit in like how would I say, like it will be a good thing because he can prepare like a lot more faster compared to other players. So yeah, he's looking forward for it.
Okay. Obviously, this is going to be a duos competition. We have you here, unfortunately, not your duo. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the duo dynamic, how that kind of works between you two, and why you think that's going to help you guys throughout the competition this weekend?
まあなんか今シェロンとデュオだけど、まあそのシェロンとのデュオの相性とか、まあなんか何がお前らのデュオ全体で、まあなんか何がなんて言うんだろう、ずば抜けてるとか何がなんて言うんだろう持ち味みたいな。
まあどうやろう安定感。デュオとしての安定して順位取る能力が割と高いと思います。
So his duo is Shalom, and he said Zagou, like him and Shalom, is like a really consistent duo. That what he said is they're really good at you know, getting like a lot of placement points, staying consistent, sorry, and yeah, that's the good point about the duo, I think.
Okay, sweet. Zagou, thank you so much for joining us. Let's give you an opportunity to go ahead and send a message out to your fans, anybody watching.
まあなんか、まあ自分のファンとか見て
日本語で、はいということで、応援してくれる皆さんありがとうございます。まあ今回の世界大会も頑張って1位目指すんで応援よろしくお願いします。
So firstly, thank you for like all the supporters that's been supporting like every time. And yeah, we're aiming for first place and we're trying our best. So yeah, please support us.
Awesome. Thank you, Job, for jumping in to go ahead and translate. And thank you to Zagou for jumping on for the conversation. Going to be jumping in with a Job here. Very, very busy this weekend, actually. Willing to jump on with us, go ahead and translate, have a conversation with me. And then, of course, most important, actually compete for the global championship. Job, how are you feeling coming in?